So today I'm going to show you how I varnish, and I'm using the Amsterdam Varnish. Just having a close-up here to give you an idea of how glossy it can be. So that's why I'm having the camera here so you can see the kind of shine that it gives to it. And this one had 2 coatings of varnish, and yes, I can confirm that you cannot see the brush strokes, the strokes from this one where you stroke it on, because it's self-leveling, and there are no bubbles because no bubbles are coming, and they actually pop by themselves, and you should not use a torch on these ones. But look at the colors, how they come out. So fantastic. Looking at a piece, let me just remove this one and take another up here that has not received any varnish. So this one has no varnish on it. Gold is still shimmering, but if you look at the black, it is dull. Putting it in a nice word. This is not the best piece I have, but it has no varnish on it. And I want to make sure that it gets some kind of intenseness in the colors, even in the black. Sorry for messing around here. This piece has around 3 coatings, and I'm just trying to see if you can see that. No, it's only having 2. So if I put on a 3rd layer, it will almost have the same depth like resin, although it cannot be compared. But look at the colors, it's really cool. Compared to this one that I'm just going to show here, it has no varnish on it. So when you look at the black ones, you can really see the difference. This is much more black. This is very dull in comparison. Even the copper and the gold. So we will use this one for comparison after I've done the ones that has no varnish. And you maybe remember this piece that I did in video 1. This one had 2 coats of varnish and needs a 3rd and last layer. And you can see that it has a nice gloss to it, and the intense colors are coming out. So let me just put you back and let's get started. I use Amsterdam Acrylic Varnish, that you can also, if you have oil paintings, you can actually use this one as well. But as this is flammable, do not use a torch if you see a bubble, because those bubbles will go away. You can also get it in a spray form. Same one. I use the gloss, not high gloss, but gloss, because I think high gloss is maybe too intense, but I use the 1114 of the acrylic varnish from Amsterdam. And this is a huge bottle, by the way. And you see on the back, it is flammable. It is not good for the environment, so think about how much you pour up in before starting your varnishing. So I have this plastic cup that I use, and it's Kinder secured. Need some muscles in there, and I pour what I believe is sufficient for today's pour, and I need a piece of paper. No paper. Let's just take the towel for now. I can always refill. There it is. I use a simple, clean, new pencil. Not a huge or a very expensive one, but one that is sufficient for this. So, yeah. Let me just start with one of the easy ones, the smaller pieces, so that you get a feel for it, and then I will probably go on mute and put on some music for you. So let's take this doll one. And you should be able to see that it's very matte in the coloring. So I'm just going to add a little bit on my pencil and slowly work my way over here. You can actually just flood it a bit. Then you just need to be aware of that you need to check the sides afterwards. And you see I'm just very carefully going over the painting here. And already now you can see the black is coming up. I cannot pause and give you a close-up right now, but I think you get the general idea, and you can see it's like it's getting wet again, like it's wet paint. Just want to make sure that it has a coverage on the sides. I'm looking from the side right now, and yes, it is dripping, and yes, I do see some bubbles, but trust me, they are gone before you have finished this painting. So another tip, I keep my tape on at the bottom of these canvases until I've varnished them completely, because then I don't have to worry about any drips. Gathering around down there in the bottom of the canvas, to say it precisely. That's it. First layer. And let me just lift it up, and you can see that it's changed dramatically. You see, hopefully, that suddenly the black is more intense. The golden, yeah, in general, is just cool. Let me put this aside so that it can dry out. Then on to the next one. So I think you've got the idea. So I'm just going to put you with some music, and I will sit down and do this, and yeah, I'll come back when I'm done. So we're back. So doing varnishing is actually quite easy. It is not something that takes a long time, as you saw. It's just the preparation again, making sure that you have places to set your pieces that you want to varnish, whether you're going to do one or two or more. Like I did in this video, I had to stop after those few ones because I don't have a storage. Otherwise, then they're gonna stand on the floor, and I don't want them there because it could be dusty when you move around in the room. So let me try to have a close-up on these ones that are still not dry. 1 second. So this piece has 3 coats of varnish. It is very nice to touch. It is really cool. And when the sun is out again here in my country, I will take them outside so that we can really see the shine of it. But it's awesome. Nice little 20 by 20 piece here. And it's very notable here that it needs yet another layer here. If you look at this part here, that it needs more varnish. But it is going to be better. Let me just go over to the piece that had no varnish before we started, that I used as an example how dull it could look, and the colors. Look at the black. It is not this dull color. Everything comes out now. Now it's very shiny. And when it has 2 more layers, I will show it to you how it comes out, so we can have a comparison. And these pieces that I'm showing you are of course available. Just let me know if you have an interest in them, or if there's a commission piece that you're thinking of with any selected color that you would like. Just let me know. You can leave a comment or send me an email. My contact informations are in the channel, in the About Me, and you will find it there. Otherwise, just leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. In the meantime, I will try to get some other types of varnishing products that I will try out. And we will do some resin as well at some point in the near future. I'm just waiting for the temperatures to be right before I do that. So have a fantastic day out there and stay safe. See you soon. Bye.